Please, thank you. That's an unbelievable number and a milestone I'm grateful to be able to share with all of you guys. All I can hope for is that you guys keep on enjoying the content, and together we climb even higher. Halfway to 100K, baby. I know we can do it. But y'all didn't come here to hear me cry. Time cannot be wasted. So let's do it.
Subscribe, please.
Let's start out with a quiet place, because there ain't nothing I hate more than having to be quiet. Wait. We start out on day 89. The city is empty. No one is in the streets. No cars are driving. We got this badass little kid running around the store with no shoes on. That's nasty. Anyways, it seems like the whole family took a trip down here. We got Mom Chachino shopping for pills for this dude who's sick. This one over here is deaf. And that same little kid almost gets the whole family slime. Drops this spaceship toy. Fortunately, his sister has some spidey senses going off, and Jim Helpert takes the batteries out of this toy, letting us know and little dude know that that shit's way too loud. Little dude is clearly upset by this news, so big sister helps him out and gives him the battery-less toy anyways. However, no one in this entire family thought it was a bad idea to leave the batteries in an arm-length distance away from the kid, who definitely wants that loud-ass toy. Of course, dude sneaks them, and now we're walking home, where obviously he loads that spaceship up and begins to blare that shit. It's so over. Anyways, we cut to day 472, where Jim, aka Lee, is doing some research about the creatures that murked his son not 10 seconds ago. We see newspapers telling people to stay silent. We learn that these creatures are blind, and there's at least 3 of them in this area. Lee is trying to make contact via radio to any and all survivors in the area. As Marcus pretends to be Lightning McQueen, this is when we see Evelyn in the cribbo where she's decorating. And this is the type of shit that pisses me off. Why are we getting pregnant in this apocalypse? Did you not see what just happened to a little kid? What could that possibly benefit for this family in this situation? Look, I get that the family is grieving their loss, but isn't this the whole reason this would be a bad idea? Because kids are unpredictable and don't listen. No matter how soundproof this basement is, that crying machine will get y'all killed. We get Lee being sad, Evelyn setting up the oxygen supply for the new baby, and the kids continuing to strengthen their defenses at home base. This leads us to dinner, where we get game night, where Monopoly is being played. No way. This game invokes too much anger, and obviously the same goes for these kids, because bro Chachino knocks over this lantern, causing a fire in the basement. See, this is what I mean about kids. The glass breaking causes the creatures to start tweaking, and the entire family doesn't dare to make a sound. But it was just a raccoon. Later in the night, those same raccoons make one too many squeaks, and damn, dude, what the? Come on now. This cuts to Lee and Evelyn dancing, trying to find some normalcy in this crazy world. And now it's day 473, where the due date for the baby is coming up, and they have to make some preparations, ladies and gentlemen. This is when Reagan makes her way inside the crib and walks down the stairs. Obviously, Lee is not about to let that happen. This is when we get an argument that breaks out between them, and I'm telling y'all, these are some badass kids, man. Lee and Evelyn need to invest in a damn belt, because the way these little bastards don't listen, I'm surprised they've lived this long. Lee tries to give Reagan her new hearing aid that he's been working on, but she ain't fucking with it. This gets interrupted by Lee and Marcus going on a mission where Marcus does not want to go on. Reagan offers to go in his place, but Jim denies her. This is when Reagan tries out her new hearing aid, and it don't work. Reagan packs a bag, and now we're at a river where Lee and Marcus catch fish. Reagan hits the jets, and Evelyn unlodges a nail right on the stairs. Surely this won't be a problem later. At this waterfall, Lee and Marcus are letting loose, because big sound overshadows less big sound, which makes you question, why wouldn't these guys just be by this waterfall perma? Why are we not setting up shop by this apparent safe haven? Anyways, Marcus asks Lee if he blames Reagan for what happened to little bro. He says no, but Marcus lets us know that Reagan blames herself. Reagan visits his grave, Evelyn silently sobs in his old room, and it's very heartbreaking, to be honest. Until at his grave, Reagan cuts the audio wires on the spaceship toy, completely removing the possibility of tragedy, even when it's turned on.
Nubini Pizzanini.
If that was an option, why are we not doing that in the first place? ASAP, immediately, nullifying this whole thing. Idiots! On the way back home, the boys run into this old dude who just lost his wife. And with nothing else to live for, Bronino decides it's his time.
Nubini Pizzanini.
Still in the old room,
Nubini
Evelyn's baby
Pizzanini.
decides it's feeling a little
Nubini Pizzanini.
claustrophobic and her water breaks, and I
Nubini
feel
Pizzanini.
a little cheeky
Nubini
nail in this
Pizzanini.
woman's near future. I must be psychic because, ooh, that's
Nubini
gotta hurt.
Pizzanini.
As Evelyn goes
Nubini
full force on that
Pizzanini.
nail, she drops a picture frame. She signals the emergency lights, and they are in the house. A baby on the way, deadly sound creatures in the vicinity,
La
and
vacca
Lee
lepre
bitch ass
leprino.
isn't even here. This is not looking good. She grabs a timer for distraction, and Lee spots the red emergency lights. Lee and Marcus plan to launch a firework to give Evelyn some time to have the baby. The fireworks launch, Lee makes his way into the house and finds Evelyn, who has successfully had the baby. And now Marcus is being chased through the cornfield. And instead of staying on the quiet sand path, we are running full speed into the leaves, making all sorts of noises. Damn it, man. These kids are brain dead. Lee takes Evelyn and the baby down to the soundproof basement, and there is no fucking way y'all can live happily with this baby. It's already crying. Loud, too. That mattress ain't gonna do nothing, man. This is when Reagan is being snuck up on. However, due to her hearing aid, the monster is hearing a frequency too high for its sensitive ears to handle, exposing its weaknesses and forcing it to flee. Now, you're telling me the entire human race saw this creature's main function, not even main, its only function of detection is sound, and not a single person said, well, why don't we just crank it up to the max? Man, you put me in this movie with 3 flashbangs, and I could 1v1 one of these bitches. See, this is what pisses me off. And do not tell me no one thought of it. I done seen it in The Hulk, Invincible, Stranger Things. This must be a parallel universe where every human is a moron. Anyways, Marcus and Reagan meet up. Lee goes to look for them, and the basement starts to flood. And it goes from 0 to 100 because not only is the basement flooded, but one of the creatures is face to face with Evelyn and the baby. Lee spots the kids just as Marcus falls into this grain silo. Trying to save him, Reagan almost drowns, but they're both fine. But once again, the hearing aid forces it to flee. Lee and them meet up. Lee hits this same pose that he's been doing all movie. This is all this dude has done for 2 hours. Reagan turns off her hearing aid in pain, and Lee must think he's Vegeta or something because in a sacrificing play, he shouts for the kids to be able to escape. The rest of the family meet up. They get cornered by the monster that just KO'd their father, and this is when Reagan figures out that high frequencies dices these motherfuckers up. She cranks it up to 12 and allows Evelyn to deliver the killing blow. Hopefully, Lee made some spares because everyone in this little ass room is now dead, especially that infant not 5 feet away. This gunshot attracts the rest of the monsters in this area to the farm, and this is what I mean. It was so easy to defeat one of these things. No way the humans lose this fight. Anyways, seeing the battle on the horizon, Reagan and Evelyn load up, and this is where we end.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shit.
We start off the Babadook with this lady, who is in a car crash turned bedtime and getting woken up by this dude complaining about some nightmares. We go through the whole shebang of checking the closet, under the bed, even reading a little bedtime story. And my girl clearly does not like my mans because y'all see this distance? This is a whole lot of hate. She doesn't even want him hugging her. Something must have happened. She drops him off at school, and then my brethren gets kicked out of school, and now he's trauma dumping on this family at the grocery store. Now we're at a park where this dude is role-playing Stewie calling for Lois. I swear. At night, Amelia reads a book firmly titled Mr. Babadook to Samuel. And what kind of nightmare-fueled book is this? Samuel already has nightmares. No wonder bro is a little off. Who wrote this? Does that say dead? Later, Amelia decides to take another look at this book, finally locking it away on top of this dresser. After watching some romantic movies on the television, Amelia gets a little down and dirty in the bedroom, ultimately getting interrupted by Samuel claiming the Babadook is in his room. Next morning, Amelia plays a little hooky from work trying to get a day for herself. Unfortunately, her sister Claire no longer wants to babysit Samuel due to him scaring the shit out of her daughter Abby. And I want you to take a guess on what bro was babbling about. As they eat dinner, Amelia finds glass within... What the fuck is this? This is what finally pushed me over the edge. I'm officially pissed off. And for good reason, because Samuel is almost crushed
La vacca
by this
lepre
wardrobe
leprino.
falling over as the Mr. Babadook book that Amelia locked away has made its reappearance. She rips it up and tosses that son of a bitch in the trash. Later at Abby's birthday party, she starts rage baiting Samuel, saying that he ain't got no dad and everyone hates him. This leads her to getting her shit rocked, and dare I say, kinda deserved. Sam starts tweaking out in the car, and at the doctor, Samuel gets prescribed a sedative to help him sleep at night. And crazy enough, it worked actually, and both of them get a good night's sleep. Clearly, this was one too many wins for them, because next morning, the book that Amelia destroyed and sent away is back on the steps of the front door, this time with new pages, and Mr. Babadook makes a bet with Amelia, a bet that he will get underneath her skin and make her do very evil things. Amelia responds with fire, which then the Babadook responds with a phone call. This makes Amelia ask the police for assistance, and did I mention the police being fucking useless in horror movies as a cliche? Back at the house, Amelia spots a roach on her shoulder. First of all, ew, and second of all, she spots a bunch of them crawling out of this crack in the wall. This is when social services pulls up, and at a very bad time, I might add. But honestly, we got bigger problems because Amelia sees the Babadook in full flesh for the first time, and it won't be the last, because later that night, the Babadook enters my girl's mouth. Pause on that. Mom is sick and tired and agitated, literally telling Sam to go eat shit. I'm not joking.
Why don't you go and eat shit?
And if I were a betting man, I would say the Babadook is probably going to take this one all the way. As Amelia tries to sleep, she hears a whisper informing us that something is in the house. This ends up being Samuel trying to call for some help. Amelia does not take this disrespect lightly and cuts the phone lines with a knife. And that's not the only thing she intends to use the knife for. Now we're in dreamland where Amelia finds her dead husband, but I think we all know who this is. Amelia tries to run, but it looks like the bets are in and the Babadook won. Amelia ices out the dog, and now she's flying towards Samuel. And my boy, even though he's been pissing me off all movie, kinda puts belt to ass. We're talking dart guns, catapults, even sending a knife through the Babadook's foot. After knocking his mom out with the snare trap, he ties her down like he's Rambo or something. And just as she's about to fulfill the prophecy, Samuel's loving words allow Amelia to tip the scales, and she spits the Babadook out. But Samuel reminds us of the one rule of Mr. Babadook. You can't get rid of him. Samuel gets yoinked. Amelia asks the Babadook what he wants, and in a final scream duel, the Babadook is reduced to its clothing, and the spirit runs away to shrivel back in the basement. The movie ends as these two keep the Babadook as a pet in the basement, feeding it dirt. What the fuck?
You don't look like Michael, you look like Mikael Myers.
I just had to include Halloween Ends in this video. Halloween 2018, full-blown banger. Halloween Kills, a little less of a banger. And finally, Halloween Ends. This shit was garbage. We start out in Haddonfield, Illinois, where it's Halloween night 2019. Of course. This dude, Corey, is babysitting Jeremy here, and out of all of the fears in life for people, Jeremy only fears one thing: Mikael Myers. But what we should be fearing is this dude, Jeremy, absolutely torching my boy Corey for no apparent reason.
If you want to be best friends with an ugly ass boy babysitter.
As Jeremy is now dead, and we get the juiciest of title cards. Now we get a montage of all of Michael Myers' best kills in this series. And Laurie Strode and Allison are living it up. Laurie is burning pies, Allison is a nurse, and Corey is trying to rebuild after the events of earlier. His boss gives him a beat-up motorcycle, and Allison gets pulled over. This is when a group of teens ask Corey to buy them a couple of beers, but Corey here is not messing with the law. They recognize him as quote-unquote,
"You're that psycho babysitter." Kill that kid.
now, in this title that you just gave this man, why would you start messing with him? He's accused of a murder. I hope Michael Myers kills these people first. Laurie will do for now. As they slash the bully's tires, they head to the doctor's, where Corey and Allison trade flirtation. With Allison taking the first leap and asking my brethren out on a date. Oh my god. Now we're at a Halloween party, where we get dancing and photos and people trying to get me demonetized, damn it. But this is the least of our problems, because Jeremy's mom is there and she is not happy. Allison tries to help him out, but it's a short-lived good time, and things only get worse as the bullies pull up on Corey and throw him off a bridge. And is Pennywise in this bitch? Because why is my man's being dragged into the sewers? And now my boy's being choked by Michael Myers, but he gets let go? What is Michael doing, and why is Corey killing this homeless man? Corey goes to tell Allison and Laurie, but ends up bringing her to the house where Jeremy took a swan dive. Allison's ex, Doug, is trying to little bro Corey right in front of Allison, to which Corey responds with a tag team Hardy Boys matchup with Michael in the sewers. This tag team was not a one-time deal, as Corey and Michael lay the smackdown down on Allison's nursing friend. My boy tries to step up to the big dog, and did Michael just lose a 1v1 to this man, Corey? Is he Superman? How is he lifting Michael up like that? Now I'm pissed. I'm pissed as heck. Corey slimes the bullies out as well as the radio station guy, and he tries to kill Laurie Strode, but obviously that don't work. Then Michael Myers comes to finish the job, snapping Corey's neck. Laurie and Michael fight, and Michael Myers gets crushed, and we end off with another classic speech from Laurie. A whole Halloween movie, and Michael Myers was in it for like 10 minutes. Man, fuck this shit. Overall, I don't often feel pissed off when watching movies, but 9 times out of 10, if I am, it's because it's a boo-boo horror movie. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments which horror movies pisses you off the most, and what else you'd like.
Polémicas declaraciones, nuevas funas y un debate gigantesco. El noticiero de hoy está muy interesante. La controversial Florinda Mesa acaba de arremeter en contra de Casu. Defiende a Ángel Aguilar y no van a creer lo que dijo de Cristian Nodal. Los videos ya se están haciendo virales. También la mega funa que hay en este momento con Cristina Aguilera. Su último concierto dio muchísimo de qué hablar y hay muchos fanáticos que están furiosos. Otros la defienden. Les voy a explicar el porqué. Un joven se vuelve viral y causa indignación. Confiesa que recibió una invitación a la boda de su amiga, pero porque ya no había espacio en el lugar, lo invita a que sea un espectador digital. ¿Será que se viene una nueva moda en las bodas? Y por último, vean por favor esto. Un empresario logró crear una vacuna personalizada contra el cáncer y todo con la inteligencia artificial. Esto fue para su mascota, pero quizás muy pronto para los seres humanos. Vamos a ver todo esto y más a continuación. Buenas gente, ¿cómo están?